Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy right now, how to take that next step in your life, and how to enjoy the journey to get there. Hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel medium and law of attraction expert. And I love to come live every Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time just to bring you guys a channeled message from spirit so that way those of you who can't join live, you can come back and hear a personal message in the very beginning of the show that will help you. And those of you who are able to join live, I then like to dive into free mini reads for that for 30 minutes. After the 30-minute mark, I do request and encourage super chat in the amount of $20 if you'd like to get your personal reading done that day. But again, I do the show Monday through Thursday, so feel free to come back the next day as well. If you're coming live, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching the replay, just drop me a little hello watching the replay. It's way more fun for me the more engaged you guys are. I do want to let you guys know that I am available for personal readings right now. So let me drop the link for that. It's just kellylunt.com/work with me. Um, and with that, let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, looks like we got Concha in the house. What's up, Concha? What's up, Antoinette? We got the OGs in the house. How are you guys? Happy Monday. Let me see if Facebook will let me do a quick tag before we get started. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to quickly meditate with me, go ahead and close your eyes, sinking into this present moment, calling all of your energy and your focus back to you right here, right now. Feeling your body sink down, getting heavier, making contact with the chair that you're on, and go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. In, out, in, out. Do at your own pace and your own rhythm. And here they come. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. And it's quite painful. Guys, all we can say is if you are letting go, it will be drawn out. It'll be long. It'll be arduous. It will be painful. If you have been clutching onto something really hard for a very long time, starts to turn red and white, if you're letting go, you're letting go. It is painful inch by inch. If you just break free and go, well, I was letting go of that thing, I was letting go of that thing, painful. But if you immediately go, whoa, that was a painful period of my life. And if you immediately start massaging yourself to feel better, oh, but I'm taking better care of myself right now. I'm massaging myself. I'm doing things to take good care of myself. Oh, I am starting to feel better. Ooh, my hands are loosening up. The muscles are relaxing. That's all now and forward movement. Oh, the pain's going away bit by bit. No, that's living in the past. Oh, my muscles are loosening up right now. I'm certainly going to start living a life where my muscles stay more relaxed going forward, where my emotions can more easily bob to the upper half of the scale. I'm starting to discover the upper half of the scale with little brief pockets, glimmers of hope and inspiration and feeling good. And I'd like to just start to being able to maintain that good feeling in my body. Yeah, that's what I'd like. I'd like to just start being able to maintain that really good feeling in my body. that little bit of a glow, that little bit of a hope for the future, that little bit of inspiration, that little bit of here's something I want to do and get better at. Taking care of my physical health, going to classes twice a week, that feels so good. Since I got that glimmer of hope, universe, what are some other things I could add into my life for it to be better and more fulfilled? More fulfilled, more fulfillment. I'm now looking for more fulfillment. I may not be in a super youthful part of my days where it's all about playgrounds, parks, and play. Now I'm looking for fulfillment, which means meaning of life, which means meaningful relationships that I'm contributing to. I'm looking to have greater significance, a greater impact in the quality of people's lives. You see how all of that is future forward movement and towards what you actually want, whether it is you want money, cash, cars. What many of you are actually looking for is more fulfillment. The car will give you a sense of pride, a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment. I'm not quite, I'm a good person, but I did something. You're thinking that's going to get you fulfillment. Allow yourself to feel fulfilled first, and then it'll be so much easier to get the cash, the cars, the partner in the bed with you. Why not allow the journey to be easier? I'm allowing my journey to get easier. I'm allowing my journey to begin to be a source of fuel for myself. For the people who did sign up for our Quantum Leap Mastermind, that's what a lot of that is about. That waking up with eagerness and enthusiasm for the day. I now let my path ahead of me be a source of fuel for me. I'm no longer going to force myself to think a good thought or visualize something about getting the man next to me in my bed. I'm not going to allow myself to feel what it's going to feel like when he's in here and let that feeling point be your guidance. You have the choice to force the visualization. I did the work, I did the thing. Where's my actual thing? Or feeling into what it will feel like to be happy in a family, what it will feel like to be happy with a good community around you, feeling what it would feel like to have a thriving business. I make a lot of money helping people that love working with me and hold that feeling. I started my business and it feels so good and hold that feeling. I restarted my business and I feel so proud of myself and hold that feeling. It's really as simple it is for a lot of you today. And with that, we're going to help people in the audience now break that down to your personal situations. Um, hey, Leona, how are you? How is everyone? How did you guys like that general message? I have the light a little bright today. Letting go of a struggle. Yeah, let me break that down for you. This, man, Facebook groups definitely make it a little hard to. Oh, there we go. There's my live. Okay, so letting go of a struggle. Okay, so what does Concha need to hear about that spirit? I'll just let them talk to you. Concha, are you alone before I channel this message, knowing where it's going? Okay. Why is it so hard to let go of him? Why is it so hard to hold a point of focus for someone where I'll finally feel satisfied and fulfilled in a relationship? It's so hard to let go of him. You're still clutching onto it. You may have, instead of clutching onto all of it like this, now you're, but why is it so hard? It's not hard when you shift your focus that way, it's not hard. And for you, the new to focus on when you're ready in that department is, I feel accepted, I feel included, I feel wanted, I feel desired, and I feel good about myself. I'm recalibrating and reorienting right here, right now, to be attached to a new type of a relationship, a new feeling state of a relationship, one where it's not quite as arm lengths with other people, but it feels like an inviting of them in. Somehow I'm going to learn to be in my own energy while allowing other people's energies in me to influence me, but only take on the energy that I want to influence me. I'm beginning to see myself as bigger. I'm beginning to see myself as better. I'm beginning to see that I'm ready to feel included, wanted, desired, and accepted. I'm ready to self accept myself as well as self accept the things that I need to be in a happy, contented relationship. There's a little bit of a hang up of, but relationships are so hard. You both need good communication. And how do I know if I've worked through all my childhood trauma and they've worked through all of theirs? And we've read the same book so we can communicate well. Do you see all of that complicated energy you're bringing to it? Instead of, well, I don't know their path. I know mine and I self accept it. So somehow they're going to bring me with someone where it just collides in a beautiful way. Kelly was just enjoying a conversation with someone where they said, I don't know what it is, but when I'm around you, I do just feel really good about myself, better about myself. And sometimes when you give me those compliments, it just really makes me feel good about myself and makes me feel really like attractive. Kelly just laughed and went, well, universe, I see what you've been talking about just aligning two people where it could work. I've had unhealthy relationships in my past. That person's had unhealthy relationships. Whether this turns into a friendship or more, it sounds like what you've matched, universe, is someone who really likes verbal affirmation. And I'm just a verbally affirming person. Naturally, who I am is going to naturally make him feel attractive. And Kelly went, I'm so open to whoever it is. I see how you could just align me with someone that the way that I communicate, the way that I am, will just naturally make them feel attractive and make them feel liked by me. Thank God. I'm tired of those relationships where you have to work hard, where you have to do something against your morals or do something that makes it feel like you're sacrificing your own happiness for them, where they feel loved when there's sacrifice involved. I'd rather just sit there and be myself and they feel good and we could just be laughing and giggling, having fun the whole time. So it's about that missing piece of self-acceptance and being accepted by the other person. Because Kelly found herself being willing to do things for said friend. Ah, well, I know they'll take it a little bit to heart if they don't hear from me. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure to get back to them right now, but let them know that they'll hear from me more in depth in like 4 or 5 hours from now. That is self accepting the other person. Oh, I know what I want out of a relationship. And now we're just talking general now, not about Kelly's situation. I know what I want out of a relationship right now, and I see where they're at, and I see that they're either not gonna be able to give this to me for a while or for a very long time. Is that something that you can accept? I accept that about them. Or is it something that I accept about myself that I really need that? I accept that I need that. Universe, start calling the energy to me to show me what it feels like when I feel that way in a relationship, when I have that. And they're asking, do you see where we're going with that, Concha? Yes, I am. Yes, I feel all of those things. Yes, I see that. Um, Contra, any more comments on that? And yeah, Antoinette, I think there's only you and Concha on the show. So yes, you can absolutely go next. Um, hey, well, first off, Antoinette, like that's okay. Just because remember you got frustrated for a very long time, and now you're starting to like move up. So it's okay if there's. Of course, I feel frustrated. I just want to be enjoying the dang thing already. Of course, I feel frustrated. It's okay that I feel frustrated. Um, okay, actually, let me stay focused on Contra before because there's more to what you need. So I'm not accepting that I need more. Yeah, you either need to accept him and that that's something he can't give you, right? Of like what you need in a relationship, you need to accept like, oh, he can't give me that. But this is enough. So I line up with this and I self accept that this is what it is. And I accept that that's the relationship. And then you're in it and you're happy, you're fulfilled. Or it needs to be a, well, this is what it's like. Nope, I accept that I really need that. So does that make sense? You need to accept him and the relationship for exactly what it is and what he can not what he could bring to the table, but also about like the synergy of your guys' energy together. Or you need to accept yourself. So it is all about acceptance. And I feel a very inbound. I'm not accepting that I need more, and I feel a very inbound of love. Let's see. It's okay. You're stuck at that crossroads. Do I accept him as he is and let go of the thing? It's kind of like the Four of Cups tarot card, where there's four cups, but one spilled down. You're either going to be fine with that 75% and allow that to be the 100%. Like, gosh, I can't remember the full story. This is when I was really a lot younger, but I remember being at this lady's house. I was younger, and I just kind of asked her, I was like, why don't you talk to your husband about this? And she's kind of looked at me and laughed and went, oh, honey, my husband does many things for me, but this is definitely just not something I could talk to him about. And I was like, and she's like, no, look, he bought this house. He did this. He did that. He does that. He and I do this. This is how he and I bond. This is something that I need like a girlfriend for or someone else, and that kind of like makes sense. Yesterday I had a cool opportunity to hang out with two friends I don't get to hang out with that often. It was two of my female friends. So it's kind of like a girls' night. We just went out, grabbed a glass of wine and an appetizer, and we just chatted for 2 hours. That was it. We all knew we had a very limited window because it was a Sunday evening. Um, and I just felt so refreshed afterwards. No man in any relationship is going to give me that like girl gossip time where we got to, oh yeah, remember when you first lived here, Kelly? Remember this person? Yeah, I just found out they moved to Atlanta, this or that. Guys don't talk about that stuff. But it made me feel more connected. It made me feel more alive. It made me go, oh, that's what's up with that person right now. That's what kind of gives me that like community feel. And then saying like, "Oh yeah, I have a friend who's struggling with this," and then the other two of us got to like, "Oh, I've heard this can help. I've heard that can help." Right? Guys don't typically do that. Can we add happiness in the mix of my message? I'm definitely seeing that I'm at the peak. I will allow it in, and I want more. I almost feel like I know nobody's perfect, and so can I find something even more aligned? I'm def getting the hit of needing more community around me, different energies. Okay, so that's two separate manifestations. Ooh, I gotta move to intimate soon. That's two different manifestations. Your community and like, is this the relationship for me or not? So those are two separate ones. Okay, because even like you want that community around you, which you're working on. You're doing well. You already got like 1/4 of the way there. You already got one roommate in. Okay, because when you have that community more around you, So you have people who are good evening, have a good night's sleep. Oh, your workshop looks so fun, right? Will whatever it is that's going on with you and your partner be enough? Getting the community may not make the relationship itself enough. Getting the community around you might make it so that you're, "Oh, okay, I'm actually satisfied with what that relationship is. I'm good." It also might just make it easier for, "Oh, I've got enough love around me so that I can leave." Does that make sense? In terms of the, I want something even more aligned, you're always manifesting right here, right now, with what is in alignment to you. Like Antoinette's question, I realize more and more that what I want, what I want in a friend and partner, and feel a bit frustrated about that it's not here just yet. I lost my train of thought. Um, dang, I totally lost how I was going to tie your two's questions together. Yeah, it's not coming back to me right now. Um, but so I'll just go back to you. You're always manifesting in what you're in alignment for right now. Oh, that was it. Um, Antoinette, it came out in a previous read that she has a little bit of an image of liking when people look at her and go, wow, she's got her stuff together. Wow, she's a hard-working single mom, and look at everything she provides for herself and her daughter. She has to let go of that like tough girl image, that like boss babe image, to now be seen as, wow, what is she doing to get a man like that? Wow, like must be so good and easy being her. Oh, wow, they get to take their kids to Disney World? Wow, you know? So right now, she still hasn't shed that old layer. So do you see how she is in alignment for feeling frustrated that I'm getting clearer and clearer about what I want in a partner and he's still not in? So that's what she's in alignment for right now. So the same for you. You're in alignment for the things, the princess treatment, the spoiling, the pampering, the being loved, right? You're just not in alignment yet for thinking that communication can be smooth and easy. And you're, maybe just re-listen to your general that they gave there, because they gave two things that you need to change the energy on those to be in alignment for something new. Does that make sense, Concha? And it was the something about communication was difficult. So you're getting what you're aligned for right now. Oh, and there's something about like, but is their childhood, did they work through it enough? And did they read the same book so we could then have good communication? So you've got the communication is complicated, communication is hard, and emotional connection is hard, active within you. So look at the relationship that you have. There's all this love, all this other good stuff around it, but the communicate, right? So you've got to go, universe, show me how good communication can be. Show me how good it can feel. Okay, so okay, let me go to Antoinette now. Can I go now? I'm realizing more and more what I want in a friend and a partner. I feel a bit frustrated about that it's not here just yet. Um, okay. I'm like feeling into that before I just go and ask spirit because there's something there. Well, there's a couple things there. So number one, if there's 1 to 10 steps, you know, if your daughter came to you, "Mommy, I feel so frustrated that I can't read this book yet," and it's like a book for 10-year-olds, but like, I don't know, your daughter's like 6, would you be like, "You should be frustrated. Why can't you read that?" Or would you be like, "Honey, just keep practicing. This is a little bit above your skill level, so you have something to strive for still, something to look forward to. Just keep practicing." You could either practice this harder book, knowing that you'll be able to read 1 to 2 pages of it, or we can get a book more at your level so you could read the whole book. Which way do you want to practice today? Okay. And so, Anto, did you hear that? Like, it's you have something to look forward to. It's great, like, getting along the steps there, 10, he's here, you're here, you're like, "Oh, man, it's starting to come to me what I want in a partner." So you don't have everything that you want in a partner, you don't have everything that you wanna do or be in a partnership, okay? And, like, a big key key to get from like 6 to 7 to 10 is, are you looking forward to meeting him? Are you looking forward to being with him? Are you looking forward to spending time with him? And Antoinette, you and I'm kind of starting to notice that you and I are like on similar manifestation journeys. So it's kind of interesting. Um, Being able to like know what you want in a partner is different than being able to hold the feeling state of being in the relationship. And I have a guy that's like a lot of what I want right now in my vicinity. There was something that happened in his life that he's like, "Oh, ah, well, I don't want to tell too much of my personal stuff online. Let's see. I'll just focus on me." I hit a snag with like, "Oh, I'm going to Colorado for 2 months." So in my mindset, I'm like, "Who wants to like? I'm leaving in 3 weeks. Like, what a rocky start to a relationship. Who's going to want to be in a relationship with me? I'm not available. I don't know what Colorado is going to be like. Am I going to have energy and time to like really tend to them? And like, what if it's too much? I don't want to throw myself off balance and take on too much." Um, so there's literally no point of me being frustrated that I have a person right there who I'm like, dang, this is actually a lot of what I want. If I'm not, yes, I want to be with this man. There is I want to definitely want to keep getting to know this man. I definitely want to keep spending time with this man. Like, oh my God, yes. But like, do you see how the way I'm talking, there's still a little bit of like I don't know if it's I haven't meditated yet, but there's like a fear, a trepidation of, but if I did a committed relationship with him, what if I'm out there in Colorado going through my family stuff and there's a day that he needs me, but it's like the day of the funeral? I'm like, can I handle that pressure? Can I, right? But like when I get ready, it'll be like oh my God, yes, I want this man's energy in my life. Like he's gonna be calling me, making that day easier, or like if that happens that day, it's gonna fuel me to talk to him if he needs me. So, okay, does all of that make sense, Antoinette? I'll like listen to your reactions and your comments before I go on. Okay, okay. There's still something there that we gotta like work through and loosen up before we get to spirit. Okay. Go ahead. I'm not good enough to be in a committed, loving relationship because. Give me a couple of those sentences. Because most of the time when a manifestation is, isn't coming in, it tends to be one of two thoughts keeping you out. I'm not good enough because I won't be safe having it because. And those are your limiting beliefs. They all kind of break down to those one of those two core thoughts. And yours is definitely of the two. I'm not good enough because. Is Leona still alive? What's up, Leona? Oh, it's already 11:30. We'll finish up with Antoinette. I'm gonna go say bye to Facebook. Facebook, it's been fun. I hope you guys have a good day, Facebook. Bye. Instagram, I'm gonna go ahead and end you too. Bye. What about if I can't handle it? I'm not patient enough. I don't feel good enough for a relationship because essentially it's, what if I take on too much and can't handle it? What if I enter it and realize I can't handle it? I don't want to hurt another person. I don't want to go through a breakup. I don't want to go through all that painful stuff. So this is where it's just a getting to know the person without getting too attached. Obviously, almost any dating coach out there will tell you to wait 3 months for the physical connection to help you, like, not get too attached. Um, but whether you wait on that or not, it's a how do you approach it with I do like getting to know them. It is nice getting to know them. Like, viewing it not as a project in the sense that it's work. Alright, let's just see what Spirit has to say, though. Do you just kinda see how that's the thoughts keeping it out, though? I'm willing and open to see this differently. I'm willing and open to see how I can handle it. What I can share is I had 3 kids this weekend. I invited a friend with a kid, and it could have been like, I don't know if I could handle that. It ended up being like, wait, why don't I just invite that friend with a kid? I'm already cooking for 3 kids anyway. I'm just gonna have to throw some extra patties and put it in the oven and like cook up some more eggs. That doesn't sound that hard. It ended up being easier. 'Cause normally the 3 kids all come up to me and ask for different things, and I'm like, "Wait, what? You're asking for something opposite to him. You're asking for something opposite to her." You I'm like, "Whoa, no matter whatever I pick right now, someone's not getting what they want." With the other adult there, was actually way easier. There were 2 eyes on everything. There was a swapping of household chores when we were at the park. That person was, like, running with them and playing with them, and I was like, "Oh, cool, I'll play with the younger kids, that's more my speed anyway." It was actually easier, and I was able to do more because after that, I had to drive the kids home, and one was, like, a total of an hour and a half round trip, and then I had the girls' night, and then I had another social activity planned after that, so I was pretty, like, jam-packed till 9 p.m. If that person hadn't have gone with me, with, like, to the park and everything, we would not have done as much. Right? I would have just sat back while the kids ran around, but the other person was, like, more engaged, more interactive, playing with them. So, like, it did make it easier. So it's even though wait, hold on, let me think about this really quick. Even though I have a connection can ru even though I have a wiring in my brain that says that relationships are a lot of work and not worth it, I completely and wholly accept and love myself. And I'm willing and open to see things differently. I'm willing and open to let go of the past, recognizing that those were relationships that I was younger and I had less control of. And I'm willing and open to see things differently now. I'm willing and open to vibrate differently now. I'm willing and open to experience relationships differently now. I'm willing and open up to a new vibrational sensation and feeling around relationships. That's it. That's all this is. It's allowing a new feeling in my body while in relationship. Okay, I'm willing to see how this is simple. I'm willing to see how this is just allowing in a different feeling state. And if all goes to plan, the new feeling state is definitely one that's going to feel better and good. And feeling good feels good. I'd like to feel good. I Feeling good feels good. I would like to feel good. So I can see how I can be very open to allow my body to begin to vibrate and feel differently while I'm in a relationship. Yeah, I think I'd like that in fact. So that's just the kind of belief system that you're rewiring right now. Does that make sense, Antoinette? And any last little questions, comments, Antoinette, before we end today's show? And what's up? Brandon, Karina, Soul Rebel, Lakes View, Roxy, Squish. Am I forgetting some usernames that normally show up? We had a lot of our new friends too. Ah, thank you. Yeah, so like all you're doing, just allowing yourself to vibrate differently while you're hanging out with someone in person. And can you allow yourself to feel, of course, I feel impatient because I know once I get there, it's going to feel really juicy good. And I do just want to feel good. And it sucks that I feel like I can't take this journey any faster, but I'm ready to enjoy the journey too. All right, guys. Love you lots. See you tomorrow, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for showing up, guys. Bye.